Hello, people. Welcome back on the show. The Football Summit returns, and it's good to have you guys back. I know I've been off TV for a while now, but we're back now, stronger and better. And today, we're going to talk about the UEFA Champions League, arguably the best cup competition in the world football. It returns this week, and the Liverpool open up a commanding 22-point lead. I mean, who can really catch them? No, it's going to take a bold man to bet against them winning it at this stage. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Cristiano Ronaldo, 10 for 10, laser hot form. And of course, as usual, I won't be alone on the show. I'm going to be having a guest with me, and that'll be reviewed after the. Stay tuned. Yes, on the show I have here with me Fred. Welcome, bro. It's nice to have you on the show. Fred is team support.
Arsenal, true and true.
Oh. I didn't plan this, guys. It's probably a coincidence. So we're going to be diving straight into the topics. And Fred, the Champions League is back, man. First of all, it was a worthy wait. What do you think? Who do you think is?
The normal regulars, think about Barcelona, think about Juventus, think about Liverpool, because I feel Liverpool would want to.
I think Liverpool is getting back to back.
Back to back.
I think
obviously Liverpool prioritize more of the Premier League than the Champions League.
Klopp is greedy. He wants both.
He would want to win everything, because I don't see Klopp deciding to favour just the Premier League.
Quickly,
there's a chance if Liverpool wraps up the league as early as March. There's a possibility they can.
They can only do it at the Merseyside derby against Everton, and we'll do that hurt. I mean,
they can win the league against Man City
at the backyard of your.
They can just win the league at Man City.
It's going to be interesting, fascinating. So quickly, we're going to dive into the games one by one. Like Atletico Madrid versus Liverpool. Atletico at home on the first leg. It's going to be really tough.
Atletico, they are not really that good this season. They are having some issues to get the right 11 to play the way they're supposed to play. In as much as they've made a lot of signings, players like this Tottenham right back, what is he called again?
Trippier.
They have João Felix, they have Thomas Lemar. It's like they are trying to try to change the team a little bit.
They're not playing.
They're not just sinking well.
They're not playing in the Simeone way.
I don't think they have drilled the Simeone way without.
So very quickly, who do you think?
Atletico Madrid at home. Obviously, I don't see Liverpool winning, but I feel Liverpool will go through. I don't really think Liverpool can go to Atletico. They can get a result, but I don't see them winning. But overall, the aggregate, I feel
the Metropolitano is a very tough ground to go to.
Their name is Liverpool. I see Liverpool going through just because of that.
When they return to Anfield, I think Liverpool will probably get the job done there.
Liverpool will probably draw at Atletico, and then they just wrap it up and
Anfield is a fortress. They've not lost there.
It's where dreams are made.
Dortmund versus PSG.
Dortmund PSG. This is a bit of a tough one. PSG are under a lot of pressure to really go far in the Champions League. This is where they always stop. This round of 16 quarterfinal. They always have this. There's this thing not just going with them during this stage. And
I think it's the sheer lack of inexperience of the team. I mean, if you talk about winners, there's only Neymar. Neymar is the only true winner there. And maybe Thiago Silva on the international level. The crop of players are young, they're good, they're quality. Yeah. But they don't have that winning mentality. They don't have that know-how to stay in games.
They just have this stage fright at the next stage of the Champions League. They always have this fright of trying to qualify. There's something just goes wrong. I don't know if it's bad luck, but I feel it's more of a coaching factor. All the coaches have had.
But then Dortmund, on Dortmund's part, they're playing good football.
The only problem
for me, they're the most entertaining team.
They're the most entertaining, but their defense is terrible.
They have the hitman Haaland.
Haaland is
boy is smashing records. Smashing records for fun.
The boy is unbelievable. He's just scoring for fun. He's playing football on another level. I think him and Mbappe, they are having a phenomenal season.
So who's going to go through?
Having a phenomenal season. So I feel PSG. I don't just know why, but I think PSG will go through.
I think PSG will also go through.
PSG will probably, PSG is
This
going
usually
to be a high-scoring, entertaining game. These are two teams that attack for fun.
At least
they
you
have
see
Cavani. They have a lot of strike. Cavani, Neymar, Mbappe.
I mean, I think it's a game where
there's another
attack.
problem I'm having. I just hope that Marco Reus will be fit because right now he's injured.
The team with the sharper attack is going to win. I mean, who wants to more on the day?
I feel PSG will qualify. I'm so sorry. Neymar will have a way to pull his string through. So I see PSG going through.
The scumbag Tottenham versus Leipzig.
Tottenham Leipzig. This is Mourinho we're talking about. Let's bring the manager.
I mean, it's a Mourinho coach team. He never write down your Mourinho coach team. Actually,
Mourinho doesn't joke with cup competitions. That's for sure. Number one. And another thing is the Champions League, the way he prioritizes his competition, the way he takes it so seriously. I can see Tottenham.
But Leipzig is going to push them all the way. They're going to give them a game. That one upsets them. They're going to give them a game. It's not something like Tottenham just throwing the back. Nope.
And don't forget Leipzig. They're having a little bit of dip in form right now. They've not really been pulling the results. But it's Champions League. Anything can happen.
When Champions League comes in, the jitters players have.
There's this.
They know what's on the line.
It's so different from normal domestic competitions. But I mean, it's Mourinho. Mourinho will probably just look for a way to just stop them, defensive units, play a very good defensive unit. And if you notice now, Tottenham, they're playing more on counter-attack because they don't have Harry Kane. I don't think Harry Kane going to be back, no.
Not. But maybe the second leg, yeah. But the first leg.
The first leg, no. So they will find a way. I think Tottenham is more of a counter-attacking team.
So who pulls through for you?
It's Tottenham for me, bro.
Tottenham
goes through for me. Yeah.
Tottenham for me too. All our predictions are probably they're sinking.
On the same page for now.
Bayern Munich take a trip to the bridge to face the Chelsea side has really hit and fired and missed this season. It's a hit and blank for them. Sometimes
I think I remember this fixture sometime in 2015-2016. It was in the Champions League and Chelsea won this fixture on their way to winning the Champions League.
Barcelona.
No, there was a time they played Bayern Munich I think it was on penalties.
Yeah, when Robin missed.
It was on penalties. Where I think Robin missed the penalty in that competition, and this was what brought them their first Champions League trophy.
Then Drogba. That was a good one. No, that was when I certified Drogba's ability. Man for the big occasion. He always stood up. He had like 13 goals in cup games, in cup finals.
Drogba he was the one that led them that season. He was probably the only threat, the only belief, the only thing that they had that belief of going all through. And the way Chelsea played that season, they had a very bad season that season.
They finished 6th.
I think they finished 6th.
Very 6th. They had a terrible season.
They were so horrible, but all of a sudden, someone just came and just.
That someone.
Again.
It was. I think it was.
Roberto Di Matteo.
Di Matteo.
It was Di Matteo. No, who knew him? Just came. It was just a revelation.
That someone was Drogba. I think he strong them on.
That's the kind of feeling that these lads. The thing about this Chelsea this season, the youth in the team, they have a lot of young players. We have Pulisic, we have Mounts.
There's that guy impresses. The guy at the right back. That guy has a whip on him. Good. His cross is after the Bruyne in the league. After Sigurdsson, because Sigurdsson wicked delivery. Young John.
Very, very good. And they have there's this youth thing about them. They just score goals for fun,
But then on the other side, they're still letting go for fun.
And they still have a little bit of experience too. They just have William, even the most experienced players.
So now, but the first leg is at the bridge.
The first leg is at the bridge.
You think Bayern?
I don't think Chelsea is going to lose, but I feel. I don't know. I'm going to take a very.
When they travel to the Allianz Arena,
I'm going to take a very bold prediction. I'm predicting that Chelsea is going to win at the bridge. I don't know. I just have this feeling that. Something is that night. I just want to make a bold prediction.
A cold night at the bridge.
I'm gonna take a bold prediction and tip Chelsea to win.
So Chelsea win at the bridge, but who pulls through on the tie?
Let me take a very. I'm gonna take a very, very bold prediction. I don't know why.
Say it to your chest. Chelsea to go through. I fancy Bayern to go through. Their quality in the final third is too much. Lewandowski is going to be too hot for that back line, that shaky back line to handle. But then we might be wrong.
Chelsea has a very bad back line. They have inexperience, just as Liverpool, I think. But I don't know, it's Champions League. I mean, I need to make this kind of prediction just for the fun of it, you know.
Napoli play host to the 4-time winner with a certain Lionel Messi in the lineup. Napoli, Barcelona.
Napoli, Barcelona. Barcelona have a way of always knocking out Napoli.
But first of all, I think the first leg is at Naples. I don't think Barca can win there. That place is stubborn. It's another stubborn ground.
Barcelona is not really doing well this season. They have a very terrible season. Griezmann is not clicking. It's just one day on, one day off. You know, they are losing a lot of. They have injuries to Luis Suarez. You know, using Fatai sometimes. Some players, Carlos Alena, players that don't really know how to like pull it there in that level. The level of Barcelona has really dropped in years gone by. They don't really have that Ousmane Dembele injuries. I feel Napoli is gonna.
Who pulls through for me? Because we are running out of time now.
Barcelona for me.
Barcelona
I don't know how, but they'll find a way. They will go.
I like to call this one the clash of cash. Real Madrid versus City. First leg at the Bernabeu.
History. What makes Champions League special? These are title. These are.
That's what we're talking.
Men.
On paper,
what it means to win.
On paper, you might say with form, I say Man City is going to, but see, remember they have the green in UCL. They have the. I think
Champions League.
See, when I hear UCL, I hear Real Madrid.
If you notice,
no one comes close to them.
For the past few seasons, Champions League for Real Madrid, they don't really like step it up in the league, but when it comes to that Champions League, when Sergio Ramos, when Marcelo, that anthem, like there's this kind of chills, there's chills that comes in with Real Madrid. But I really want Guardiola. I don't know. I want Man City to pull through just because of the English. I see an upset.
Biased. You see an upset.
I want an upset. I actually want, because I don't think that Real Madrid is going to win this Champions League. For fact,
my heart is.
But I want Man City. I honestly really want Man City to win, to qualify. I want them to, just because of the sake of they've done.
My heart is telling me Man City should go through, but I feel my brain is telling me it's Real Madrid because of that experience. It might be too much for this City side to handle. And then the last game, Lyon Juventus. This one is a no-brainer. I mean, they have a certain Cristiano. They want to go through.
Juventus all the way.
Yeah, Juventus to go through.
Can you imagine?
Juventus to go through
just gambling
because
some money for
no, they have a team there. And then we're moving on to the cup end.
Yeah, very boring.
You will never walk alone.
It's a very boring season.
No, but
the rest of the
Liverpool are absolutely annihilating the rest of us. I want to say us because I'm an Arsenal supporter, but honestly, I'm not playing, so they're annihilating the rest of them. So it's 22-point gap at this stage of the season. It's the highest in the top 5 leagues. I mean, PSG didn't manage this. Juventus in their prime, when they're wrapping up the Serie A for fun, they didn't manage this. They've won all their games but one, which they drew, I think, to Man United. What's going on?
I think this has to do with the way last season ended for Liverpool. The 1 point difference in the last day of the season, and the form has. In fact, I think Liverpool is more matured than last season.
They have more experience.
They
know what they need to do.
They are just taking the. I don't even think these games they are really like. It feels so of a difficult season because everything is just going well with them. VAR is going on well with them. They had some.
But how far VAR?
The players are being fit.
They tend to get the rub of the green when it comes to VAR decisions. After Arsenal, my second one is Liverpool. It has always been from Mets. But then I've noticed through the back end of last season and this season, they tend to have this rub of the green when it comes to VAR decisions. Always going there. Most of the time, always going there. And I can't help to think, but there's an agenda. Oh bro, they're playing good football. They deserve to win.
But the issue I have, let's just talk a bit about this VAR. You see, the VAR, you're trying to compare human beings' decisions with technologies. You know,
machines.
Like a decision can be brought to a conclusion just by like, the fabric of your cloth, just little millimeters, just even the shadow. Once the VAR line, once it shows. Everyone, it makes the game so complicated. Everyone in the fans will just be like, waiting for the decision. Players celebrate, and before you know, they turn their back. They just roll the decision, call the match off, or it's kind of.
I think me personally, I think we should let it go because see, we're human beings. That element of mistake from the referees. This is what makes the game the game. If you take away that from the game,
you're taking away the emotions.
Yeah,
fans from the
we need those to see. Although the mistakes are there, but sometimes we need those mistakes.
I think out of all the technologies that has been brought to football, goal line is still the best. I don't really buy into the VAR.
No, the VAR is not consistent. I think there's another. There's some I saw. Then there's this incident. If the referee initially gives a yellow, and then VAR checks it.
It's known that I don't even think they're referees. It's more or less video referees now, because the referees are not even making the final decisions themselves. It's VAR, some bunch of people over there in the room making these decisions.
But they have the opportunity of a second view. So maybe I can see the part where it helps us in terms of penalty decisions. That's why I think VAR is important. When it comes to all these red card tackles outside the box, I think the referee should be the referee's first choice should be what stands in the game. But I really am not a fan of VAR. I mean, remember United PSG last season, the penalty they had supposedly handball. VAR checked that thing and they said no.
There has been a lot of handball decisions.
VAR to go. VAR is really the enemy.
VAR is just. I mean, it's really it's very
disappointing, to be honest. And EPL has the worst officiating. I say this everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the best league, but terrible officials. I don't know how to put this. I don't know how to even emphasize this more. My points more because it's annoying. The standard of football is there. It is most entertaining league here. But now when it comes to decisions, the referees are not up to standard. Now moving on, this Sheffield United, we should talk about them. Team of the season.
Surprise.
Under Chris Wilder.
Aside from Liverpool, I don't even think Liverpool really deserve it because everybody feels okay. Just give it to a team that has been so much outstanding. Organization coming from the championship, coming to a league like this. I know that Wolves pulled up something like that last season, but this is Wolves ended up finishing 7th. But this season too, Sheffield United is surprise packages. They are so well organized, picking up results against the big teams. The way they play with a lot of. There's this maturity they play with. They have this organization they play with from their heart. And Chris Wilder is a very new. I think that kind of coach. So I don't know.
You should get the coach of the season for him.
I think we should even probably take over maybe Arsenal, if possible, because he can really organize the defense.
Oh, come on, bro, let's give Arteta.
The whole Sheffield United backline.
I
feel that the whole Sheffield United backline this season is better than Arsenal's whole backline. Because they've considered the second least goals in the Premier League this season.
So,
second.
Actually,
For me, Sheffield United team of the season. No way. I think I'll give it to them. 100% team of the season.
And with that, to conclude today's episode of the show, it's very fun having you on the show.
Bringing me on the show.
And it is my pleasure. And you guys, of course, you know the usuals. We are here back, and then you need to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. Leave your comments below. The predictions we've given. What do you think is not good enough? What do you think? What's your opinion? The VAR decision, VAR to stay, VAR to go. And then just talk to me. Feel free. Hit up my comment section. Click the like, and please share the video as we bring you more amazing content. And till I come to your screen again, it's going to be bye for now. Thanks.